And we are back. Derek Sanders throwing Jody Kristofferson out of the ring like last week's garbage.
And the War Zone, sensing that something could be coming, they pick up their chairs and clear out of the way. And Kristofferson is on that cold, hard floor of the garage. He's got to be staring up at the lights, wondering, oh, and the boss ordering Will Rood to throw a boot to Jody Kristofferson, and he does just that.
Will Rood doing the right thing, listening to his boss, the boss, Derek Sanders. Finally doing it, hitting Jody Kristofferson. Referee's back is turned. Hey, whatever. But lots of stuff happens behind the referee's back.
Kristofferson trying to fight out of it, now firing back. Oh, but a big knee to the gut sends Kristofferson flying over and going end over end hard onto the mat. And now the boss with the cover. You got to think if he hooked the leg there, that could have been it, but only a 2 count.
And then the boss, Derek Sanders, with that vicious headlock. I'm not even sure really what to call that, but they're standing back to back. I've never really quite seen anything like this before. Derek Sanders seems to have lost his temper. Stepping on the face of Jody Kristofferson 10 minutes deep into this championship match.
Well, this match is for all the marbles. It is for the APW Universal Heavyweight Championship, and it has lived up to the hype so far. And now the boss with Big Country in the corner with a big right hand.
And Jody Kristofferson at this point must be feeling a lot of pressure. He has stepped into the ring with someone like the boss, Derek Sanders. Huge championship match really early on in his career.
Well, it looked like he was going to go for the spear there, but the boss able to sidestep him and send him shoulder first into that turnbuckle.
And a 2 count.
Only gets the 2.
Derek Sanders surprised at that. He's not sure what it's really going to take to bring Jody Kristofferson off of his horse, if you will.
But that's got to weaken the shoulder of Kristofferson, and with a weak shoulder, he won't be able to hit the spear with its full momentum and full capacity. He might not be able to get the win tonight.
That's absolutely true. Good observation there, John Roberts. The only one that you've had, really.
I appreciate your insult, sir.
No problem. Back to the match here. Huge scoop slam by the boss, Derek Sanders. Going for the cover here with a forearm across the face, adding a little bit of insult right there.
Some insult to injury and some disrespect to his opponent. The veteran now slapping the face, more signs of disrespect from the boss. These fans strongly behind Kristofferson, trying to will him back into this match. Kristofferson rolling to his knees, and the boss with more signs of disrespect, telling the fans to shut their mouths. Oh, but Kristofferson counters the right hand. A right hand of his own, counters another one. Big right hand from Big Country. He's got the boss rolling, and a big headbutt.
Headbutt by Jody, knocking the boss, Derek Sanders, off the feet. Jody Kristofferson firing up here with a big knee dropped in the middle of the ring.
Looking for that knee earlier in the match, didn't connect. This time it does. And now a big drop kick to the boss. He ties the boss up in the ropes. The boss has nowhere to go. Referee Sparky Ballard trying to get him out.
And Jody needs to do the right thing and back off. Sparky Ballard needs to push the pause button on this match and allow Derek Sanders to get out of this. If Jody hits the boss, Derek Sanders, he is nothing more than a yellow-backed cheater.
Well, Jody Kristofferson asking the fans if he should do it, and I think they are roaring with their approval, and he's going to do it, but Sparky Ballard pulls him away before he's able to connect. Or did he? Big right hand from Jody Kristofferson.
That should be a disqualification. Sparky Ballard needs to throw this match out there right now. This is ridiculous. Sparky didn't even try to get the boss off of those ropes, and it took Will Rood 2 seconds to do what Sparky couldn't do in a full minute.
After the damage was already done, Kristofferson looking for the big suplex, and he brings it back down with a one-man flapjack.
Both of these men spent very deep into this championship match. If Jody can get the cover here, this could be it.
Oh, so close to winning the title. Kristofferson thought he had the title in his grasp, but the boss able to kick out like the crafty veteran that he is. Now the boss trying to get back to a vertical base in the corner. What's Kristofferson
Jody looking for that spear. He's definitely looking for that spear into the... Oh, but I guess not.
Hits a big shoulder tackle instead. And now looking to possibly bulldog him out, instead with a big back elbow. What could he be thinking?
Oh, chop.
And a
chop
big chop to the pec. of the Boss. Gonna set him for the ride, whips him across the ring. No, countered by the Boss, re-countered by Kristofferson.
Sparky sandwiched in the corner.
And a big knee from Kristofferson, but the referee is down. He's got to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kristofferson should have won the belt. Instead, the referee is out.
Don't think that Derek Sanders was beaten by a simple knee to the chin. He knew that Sparky was out. He was taking time to rest, to breathe, to relax, to strategize for the next leg of this match.
Well, the fans calling for another ref, but none is coming. Instead, it's Will Rood's.
It's the worldwide, it's a Universal Heavyweight Championship, John.
Looking to get the Universal title, but he slides it under the legs of the Boss. And a shot from the belt from Kristofferson. But Sparky Ballard saw it. Sparky Ballard saw it.
What a plan by Will Rood. He tricked Jody Kristofferson into using that championship belt to get him disqualified.
And the winner by disqualification, and still All Pro Wrestling Universal Heavyweight Champion, the Boss, Derek Sanders.
Some people may question whether or not Will Rood intentionally tried to defy the Boss and get him to lose that match by throwing the belt all the way to Jody Kristofferson. Well, I tell you, that is a smart man. That is a very smart man, using Jody Kristofferson's emotion, his hatred, his rage toward the Boss to make sure that he loses. And there we go. Will Rood, the Boss, Derek Sanders, double teaming Jody Kristofferson, and Jody deserves nothing less.
Well, you can see the hesitation on the face all throughout what's going on in the last couple of minutes of this match. Will Rood not wanting to be a participant, but much to his chagrin, the Boss is forcing, the man that signs the paychecks is forcing Will Rood to get physically involved in this matchup and to get physically involved in a beatdown of Jody Kristofferson. That's exactly what this is, a beatdown. And now the Boss gonna hit him with the belt.
Will Rood just threw Jody Kristofferson to the mat and ate the belt himself?
Will Rood just took the bullet for Kristofferson, and the Boss paid for it by taking a big spear from Jody Kristofferson.
I have no idea what's going on right now. What is going through the mind of Will Rood? How dare he defy the Boss, Derek Sanders, throw Jody to the mat, eat the belt himself? This is completely ridiculous. This man doesn't know what is good for his career.
Well, Will Rood taking the bullet for Jody Kristofferson, throws him out of the way and takes the Universal title belt right to the forehead. Kristofferson hands the belt back to Sparky Ballard, and the fans are chanting his name as he leaves. He may not be the victor tonight, and he may not be walking out the Universal Champion, but he's still walking out with the respect of the fans intact as he raises a triumphant hand to the crowd. Unfortunately, the Universal title is not in that hand.
Oh, Derek Sanders holding on to the Universal Heavyweight Champion. He is still your Universal Heavyweight Champion. He's got some words for Will Rood, screaming at him in the middle of the ring, and he deserves it. He deserves a sandblaster. He deserves an F5. He deserves a Los Gatos leg lock for the travesty that he did.
Well, the Boss just verbally abusing Will Rood. You got to wonder what that's done to the psyche of Will Rood, that the embarrassment from the Boss. And, well, folks, next week's main event just announced. It's going to be Jekyll's and Omega taking on the team of Larry Blackwell and Corvus. Don't forget to tune in next week for that.
Of course. Larry Blackwell and Corvus led to the ring by myself, Matthew Thiel, the greatest mind of professional wrestling. Tune in next week. Catch a huge main event.
We are out of time. For Matt Thiel, I am John Roberts. Thank you for tuning in to All Pro Wrestling Gym Wars. We'll see you next week at 11 a.m.